What's up, everybody? This is Spidey Fan Reviews here. Today I got some comic book reviews, but before I start, I just want to say I'm sorry for not posting anything lately. I will try to purchase some movie figures to review for you, but whatever. I'm gonna try and rush this review. I'm not rushed, trying to get through it quickly. One, there's not that many comic books, and two, I want to watch hockey. So here are my reviews for Venom 35, Justice League 20 from last week, Captain America number 7, Indestructible Hulk number 8, and G.I. Joe number 4. So let's start off with the one from last week. I forgot to get this because I forgot about it, but what I heard was not very good, so I had really low expectations for this. And to be honest, I was quite surprised. Now, let me just say this, it was a little disappointing, the battle between the Sparrow and the Justice League. That was kind of crappy. The art in the beginning, the art's alright. It's not the best. It's not Jim Lee. It's not Ivan Rice. It's alright. But once we get to the end, where the Justice League's trying to piece out this mystery of why the Sparrow had the kryptonite, and that's where things got a little bit more interesting for me. And to be honest, I thought it was decent. I mean, granted, this is not the best thing I've ever read, but overall, I thought it was just alright. Could have been much better, but still, I thought it was decent. The Shazam story was good too. It's being concluded, it says. So, next issue of Justice League's the last Shazam story. It's going to be kind of sad, but whatever. Oh, and this is apparently, according to DC Comics, the prelude, you see where it is, to Infinity War, Chapter 2. So I don't know how this ties in with the Trinity War, but I thought it was decent. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Okay, let's move along to Captain America. This was it was alright. It's forgettable. Definitely very forgettable. The art's great. I'm just really getting sick of seeing Cap in this universe, or not this universe, this Dimension Z, whatever it's called. It's really starting to bore me. It's almost like you take a character and then you isolate him from the entire Marvel universe. So it's just, you have none of the relationship there except for this son that I don't really care about because now he's turned to Zola. But it's not Remender's best. I certainly want to see what he can do with Captain America when he brings him out of this universe here. I just want this to be over. But I mean, it was alright. He had some cool battles. So I'm not going to say it was absolutely terrible, and that's why I'm going to give it a 3. I didn't hate it, I just thought it could have been much better. That's all. Now let's get on to some better stuff this week. Indestructible Hulk. Now how I feel with the Indestructible Hulk series is, I feel Mark Waid has started things off, the very first story arc really good. Then the next story arc, the first issue was good, then it was a bunch of shit. Now this story happened. First issue was great, and then next issue of the story arc was boring. Now we come to this one, I was really not expecting it to be this good. This was pretty good. I mean, it was really slow at the beginning, where there's all this dialogue. I mean, there's some entertaining things going on, like they're talking about Thor's hammer and all that. But as soon as the Frost Giants come in and battle happens, that's where I get interested. And that's why I just fell in love with this comic book. I didn't fall in love with it. I mean, I just thought, the cover's great, the art's great, the writing's pretty good. And I'm excited for the next story, because Mark Waid is bringing in Daredevil, which he has doing a fantastic job with Daredevil, just saying. It's worth a pickup. I mean, granted, you can pass on it. It's not the best thing ever in the whole world, but it's alright. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was pretty solid. Very close to being the pick of the week was Venom 35. Basically what you have here in a nutshell is Toxin coming to the school to meet up with Flash, and he says, well, meet you, he says that he's going to meet him outside, or, he wants to, Eddie Brock does not want to hurt people, he wants to get him away from the school, he wants to, take him on, but then the Symbiote Slayers come up, and then we get an awesome team up, and that is just awesome. I mean, you see Toxin and Venom team up, and he says after, and then Toxin plans, after the whole fight, he's going to still take out Venom, but we do see some characterization, character growth or whatever with Toxin, where later on in the story, he says, listen, I'm not going to fight you just quite yet, but you know, in the last issue we kicked his ass. I'm not gonna fight you just quite yet, but as soon as you mess up, I will kill you, and I'll be watching. And Flash says, yeah, you kill me. If I mess up, I want you to kill me. And that is a Easter egg, or not an Easter egg, just like after he said that, you sort of just know that he's gonna mess up, and these two are gonna fight again. And every time, you know, we get to see Flash Thompson's Venom like this, you know, I fall in love with the comic book. It was a great comic book. Definitely worth checking out. It's $2.99. Why the heck not? Just buy it. It's good. So my rating for this one is a 4.5 out of 5. Very close to the comic of the week. And like I said, you know, it always changes my comic. Sometimes I change my mind, so sometimes, you know, I'll be like, I like this one more than my comic of the week, but, you know, it changes sometimes, so just don't quote me on that. My comic of the week was G.I. Joe. This is finally what I wanted to see in the series. It was, G.I. Joe number 4 from IDW. Military stuff, violence, guns, shooting, snipers, shipwreck, everything. The art's great. We just get to see the Joes in action, which I really liked. I mean, granted, the last issue was good, but it did not have the Joes in action. But this issue was just great. All around spectacular. Just a fantastic issue. So entertaining. So much fun. This is probably the most, the funnest issue of the year, because it's just action. And that's what I loved about this. That's why I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely pick this one up, guys. This is a great issue. As long with this, you know, it was a pretty small week for comics this week, but I want to know what you guys thought of your comics. I want to know what was your favorite. And I want to know if you guys want to see me review every single Superman movie there is before the Man of Steel. So, this is Spidey, and I'm saying peace.